We're going to start with my favorite ruler from Creative Grids. It is the 2 peaks in 1 ruler. This is what it looks like. I use this ruler in a ton of my patterns, and I want to show you how it works. So these are the blocks. So to show you this, I'm going to pan the camera down just so you guys can see what I'm doing on the cutting table. So I'll see you in a little bit. All of the Creative Grid rulers work the same way. I'm going to see if I can get you a white background here. So it works like this. All of the white bubbles on a Creative Grids ruler tells you the cut size, fabric width, and all of the black circles give you the finished size, so you know how big your finished piece will be. So to cut these, you would take a strip of fabric, and I'm doing 4.5-inch squares. And you would take the ruler and you would align the ruler on the 4.5-inch line, finishing at 4, and you would go ahead and cut the big piece. And that we've got cut here. And then you have to cut the 2 side pieces. So for this guy, we have that piece that goes there and this piece that goes here. And so to cut the side pieces, you would take the same width strip, 4.5-inch strip, and you would lay the ruler on the strip. And let's see here, I need to cut myself a straight edge to start here. So you lay the ruler on the strip, you align the 4.5-inch line here, and you align the edge of the strip with the edge of the ruler, and you cut. You would also, there's a little notch in the corner, you just take that notch off, and that gives you a spot to line it up in a minute. I'll show you. And then on Creative Grids rulers, unlike the other rulers, there is a baseline that you put your triangle baseline on, the bottom of your triangle, and you can cut this notch. That gives you a perfect side piece to sew onto here. So when we go to sew it on, we can align the top edge here, and that little notch you took off aligns it perfectly there, and you would just sew your 1/4-inch foot. And I have an example to show you right here. I'll flip this one over. So you would sew the 1/4-inch foot, and then you press this open and repeat on the other side. So that's how you do the 2 peaks in 1. The other thing you can do with this ruler is you can cut 2 of these little side pieces, and I'm going to show you again. These were cut, the base was cut, I didn't cut the notch at the top, so you're going to get to see that again. You line it there, get rid of your notch, and then you can sew these like this, and when you go to align them, they just line up beautifully. And if you go on our website, thewhimsicalworkshop.com, you're going to see tons and tons of patterns using this shape here and this shape here. Now another thing you can do with this ruler that I really like is you can do a triangle border. So you just cut the big triangles, sew them together, and you have this lovely triangle border. To do that, you would cut all of your big triangles, just like I showed you with the ruler on here. But if you're going to sew big triangles to big triangles, you're going to want to take the notch. I'm going to line up 3 here for you. You're going to take this little notch that we only do on the small triangles. You're going to take it off the big ones. And you're going to do it by aligning this edge and the baseline with the ruler. And you cut, flip it over, cut it again. So now we have these to do this border, but by taking that notch, now they line up perfectly. And if you've ever sewn a triangle border together, it is not fun if you can't line things up. And this way they come out perfect every time.